welcome to my channel. Today I have a laser review for you. Creality sent me their Falcon 2, and so we are going to unbox and set this up. Now this laser is a 22-watt laser and it comes pre-assembled. And thank goodness, because this time my husband's like, "You're setting this one up." And I was like, "Okay, no problem," because it's already halfway put together for me. So I am just looking over some of the contents, and literally this thing is pre-assembled. All you have to do is take it out of the box, hook up the laser part and the air assist, and you are ready to go. I'm just showing you that it came with some blanks and some different kind of materials. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Of course, you have your safety glasses, your power cord. It comes with a rotary roller. That's your laser. This is the rotary roller, and it's all packed up very nicely. I put it all back in there to move it. Now this is the honeycomb it came with, and I'll go over some pros and cons later on in the video. So it does come with a honeycomb, and then it comes with this blank metal piece. Now I did not engrave on metal, but I plan to because this thing changes colors when you engrave on stainless steel. So I was very excited to try that. I just wanted to show you how good this thing was packed in there. Like, it was pre-assembled just like that. That is the air assist hose. Everything you need comes with this laser. All right, now here's the toolkit. It also comes with a thumb drive that has instructions on different kinds of materials that you're using and how to engrave, laser, or cut it. And that's the rotary roller. I was trying to figure out what that was. That is the actual air assist. I was like, I don't know what this is. I thought maybe those went together, but they do not. And here is the laser. Now, 22 watts is the most powerful laser that I own to date. And let me tell you, it got the job done and in record time. All right, so I have everything put together. Now, Creality sent this laser cover to me. This is not included in the laser kit that you get. However, I went online to see how much they cost, and they are very, very inexpensive. So I have been pricing laser covers for a while, and let me tell you, this is under $80 and it's very affordable compared to. All right, so I put some blank wood in there and I just went to town. And I love that I can seal it up and I don't have those fumes coming out at me. And that makes it so nice. I loved it with the cover. Now the cover is lightweight and easy to move. So you don't have to use the cover, but I loved it. And now I'm just showing you, it comes with this fancy little tool. It's not really that fancy, but anyway, it's just a piece of metal with different levels. And to adjust your laser, it has two screws on the side. And depending on whether you want to laser, engrave, or cut, it helps you set your laser to the right height. So I used it because I was going to cut. So I set my laser, sealed it up, and push start. And I'm just framing it out to make sure that I am within my blank space. And I think I was not in my blank space because the red buttons were flashing. But after I did my cutting, I adjust the 2 screws on the side and move my laser back because I have a pretty large piece of wood here. So getting out my blank and getting it in was kind of a struggle. But for my cut little pieces for my designs that I cut out, they just fell out. So that was awesome. And I'm just going to show you the intricate design on here. This is a design that I found on a website. It's a free website where you can go on and download the template and you can make different wood cutout ideas. Look at the little teeth and the intricate designs on the flowers and the roses. Wow. And this wood blank is almost 6 millimeters thick. And I measure it later on in the video just to show you how thick it is. Now, getting your wood blanks in there with the cover on was kind of tricky. I probably would recommend removing the cover and then setting it over, but it does have little holes for your power cords and air assist and all of that. Now, I will link the website down below where I got this design. This is actually a skull pencil holder and or pencil or pen holder for your desktop, and it's for my husband for his work. And I'm going to be making him another one for Father's Day. This one was super thick and he thinks that it would work better with thinner wood. So we're going to try thinner wood. I thought thicker wood would last longer, but he told me that's not always the case. One thing about the website that I got this design from, they do not give out instructions on how to assemble your projects. So it was kind of a struggle. We figured it out looking at the pictures. Now let's talk about this laser. The Creality Falcon2 is safer, smarter, stronger. It is a 22-watt laser. It has 4 6-watt lasers inside combined to make the 22 watts. It has magical colorful engraving when you're engraving on steel. It cuts up to 2,500 millimeters per minute and it's ultra fast. It has a new integrated air assist, which means if you are engraving, it turns down the air, and if you are cutting, it turns up the air so that you do not get those scorch marks. And I'm telling you, it does a beautiful job. It also has a triple safety monitoring system. It has 5 safety precautions. Just like any normal laser, it has all the safety precautions that you could ask for, and it can cut up to 0.05 millimeter stainless steel in one pass. It can also cut up to 15 millimeter wood with one pass. Now, I only cut up to 6 millimeter wood, but I plan to get some 10 millimeter wood and try it out. So in my second video, I'll be trying some thicker material and we'll see how well it does. All right, now let's look at the projects that I made. Pen holder for my husband's desk that I made him for his office at work. And this is the mandala that I made for my aunt. Now, I centered it perfectly from side to side, but up and down, I didn't get it centered. So I still have an issue getting things centered with my lasers. I don't know why. I can't figure it out, but that is the hardest part for me. Working it, designing the items or whatever I'm doing is fine, but getting something completely centered is pretty difficult. So I should have made it smaller so that it would fit inside so it wouldn't look so lopsided. But I'll fix it. I'll just put a piece of wood over it and re-engrave it. I will leave a link to the website where I found this skull pencil holder pattern. Now, it didn't come with instructions on how to put it together, so we had to look at the pictures and just kind of guess. and it only came with one of the smaller side skulls, and I think that the pencil holder slots are a little small. But other than that, you got two different, or actually you got three different skulls to put on the front. You could put the one that I put, the sugar skull that had a light and dark etching. You could put this the blank one, or you could put this other sugar skull that was a little light etching. And I think they turned out beautiful. And then I also made my flip-flops over there. So I cut these out. I'm going to be making wood kits to put on in my Etsy store. And yeah, so I hope you like them, and I'm just showing you, I'm going to measure this wood here. Now, this is older wood. It's been sitting out in the garage, so it has, soaked up some moisture just from the air. So the wood itself is not exactly the same wood that you would get from Lowe's that's brand new. So if you got older wood, the dimensions or the millimeters, the size might vary just a little bit because it does soak up the moisture in the atmosphere and swells the wood just a little bit. So instead of 5 millimeters, it's like 5.38 or 5.5, something like that. So it just depends on where you're measuring at. And I was just showing you that the wood is not 5 millimeters all the way around. It's a little bit different. So when you are cutting your wood, and if you're using older wood, you might want to keep that in mind because you may need to go a little slower or just give it one more pass to make sure that it's completely cut through. But I had no issues whatsoever cutting this wood. This is the same wood that I used on my shiplap walls for my laundry room, and it cut beautifully. Now I'm just going to finish off these little flip-flops here. If you have not seen that video, I will link that up above in the cards so you can go over and see how what I did in my last video. So I had some thrift flips. I made these sandals. It was my Hello Summer collab. And yeah, I thought they turned out super cute. So now I'm just making a hanger for it. And I didn't show this in my last video. So I am showing you here how I made the hanger. I need to get my scissors sharpened. That's what I need to do. Get my scissors sharpened. But while you're watching me make this hanger, I just wanted to say thank you so much to Creality for sending me this laser. It is a magnificent laser. Now, let's talk about the cons, okay? Because I don't think I've talked about that yet. So, I would say that the biggest con here is the size of the honeycomb. So this laser has a very nice, large engraving and cutting area, but the honeycomb that comes with it is a little disappointing, in my opinion. It does not cover the engraving area. I feel like it should. So other than that, I think that is a con. And the honeycomb needs to be bigger. It needs to match the engraving or cutting area. I also feel like the power button. So the power button is on the left side, the air assist is on the right. No, I got that backwards. The air assist is on the left side and the power plug and button is on the right. And I just feel like it would be easier if everything was on the same side, because the power cord and even the USB port to hook up your computer, if you wanted to do that, it's a little short, in my opinion. I feel like it could have been a little longer, especially if we are working on the left side where all of the plugs are. Otherwise, I have to move my laser around to move my computer to the right side. And those are the only two cons that I came up with, other than I don't know how to center my projects. Now, this is a sign that I salvaged for my friend. It's her birthday, and I want to make sure that she gets a birthday present. She was loving the name signs that I made for people for Christmas, and so I wanted to make sure that she had one. And guys, if you are still watching, please give me a thumbs up and just know that I appreciate you more than you know. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will leave
the link to the website where I found the laser projects, where you can download the actual projects yourself onto your computer, and then you can go cut them out on your laser. And I will also leave a link to Creality for the Falcon 2 if you want to check that out. And I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week.